Big up, everybody. We're back. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that shit. Second preview of the week. Yay. And we're facing those dickheads Wolves. Fuck Wolves, bro. I'm still pissed off after yesterday. Still pissed off after that fucking bullshit ending, bro. We could have at least been within touching distance of Man United. But I mean, to be honest, we didn't even do our job either. So can we really be that annoyed? Probably should be more annoyed with ourselves. Probably should be more annoyed with our manager, if anything. But yeah, we got another match day. Hopefully, we can batter Wolves and take out our frustrations on them. But to be honest, both teams are coming into this game off the back of painful defeats. We got battered at Anfield. They had, we could call it heartbreaking defeat against United, but they never really deserved anything from that game in general. Man United dominated them for about 70, 75 minutes. They were the better team. I haven't seen United play that well since when we arrived to Old Trafford. Says a fucking lot. But yeah, I mean, it's a decent home tie. I'd say this feels like the sort of game that we should win. I saw a list of the teams that we've beaten this season. Let me pull this up. So, here are the teams that we have beaten this season. We have beaten Newcastle, Brighton, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Luton, Sheffield United, Preston, Blackburn, Middlesbrough, and Wimbledon. And away we've beaten Luton, Burnley. He needs to add Fulham as well. You can add Tottenham too. But other than Tottenham, it's not a great list. And when you put context into the Tottenham game, that's not even great either. But with that in mind, and with the fact that it is a very meaty list of teams, we should probably be adding Wolves to it. I could see us win this match. Can we win it in a convincing fashion? I don't know. I don't think so. This game screams Cole Palmer penalty. 1-0. And hopefully, yeah, we just move on from it. Like, in all honesty, I think this is going to be one of those games that looks like shit. Absolute shit. But we should do enough to win this game. Big up to everybody that's in here, though. Big up to Known Unknown Collective saying super early, but bro, Poch said sorry we didn't have the luck last week. Imagine my shock. I'll get into the Poch quotes in a little sec. Big up to Sean Newlands. Big up to Mooley. Big up to David. Big up to Logic. Big up to True Blue Clay. Big up to Maldini. Yep, Hoodie, this guy is still in the club, but big up. Big up to Warrior. Big up to Matthew. Big up to Bush. What else is everyone saying? Big up to Ray. Big up to H Naku. Ben, DM me again. I think I forgot you're at. DM me and I'll send you over the link. Big up, brother. Big up. Do not bring any records for this game. Brother, the records are actually positive for this match. The records are actually pretty decent. I'll get into stats in a little sec. But not really any negative stats. I think is something decent. Because the football isn't. That's for sure. Still trying to shift off my Wolves ticket, by the way. The guy was going to sell it to ducked out last minute. No one wants to go watch Chelsea anymore. Imagine my shock. You saw TalkSport say you guys are in trouble with FFP. Yeah, shiver me timbers. As soon as the window ends, we go right back to the scaremongering. Oh, Chelsea might be in trouble with FFP. We might be going down. We could get relegated. I'm so sick of the media. It's either English bias, it's either reposting, or it's scaremongering. Or it's a combination of the three. That's all you get. That's all you get from these media outlets. It's one of those three. You're either going to get scaremongering, you're either going to get English bias, or you're either just going to get reposted bullshit that we were already told a month before the fact. Great. But yeah, apparently we're going to be relegated. It's the same situation I think we were in last year, where we just need to sell a couple of players and I think make, 100 million or something? 150 million? Something along the lines of that. I don't know. Take into account the money that we make from this season will also go into that. So TV money, Carabao money, whatever that's worth. Say FA Cup money, but like we're probably going out next week. Where we finish in the table, or whatever that's going to be worth, but that will all be combined into it as well. Then Conor Gallagher, fuck off. Chilwell, fuck off. Who else? Broya will have to go, respectfully. Chalobah, respectfully, will have to leave. And then you're done. See? Very easy. But hey, listen to the scaremongering. We're going down. We're getting relegated. No. If there is one factor that you should actually be worried about in terms of relegating Chelsea Football Club, it shouldn't be FFP. It should be this fat shit. It should be him. He's the guy you gotta be worried about, not fucking FFP, man. Shiver me timbers. Who gives a shit? Yeah, man. More like talk shit, bruv. Big up to Loftus8 saying, hi, Lewis. Not a Chelsea fan, but love your content and honesty. Keep it up. Appreciate that. Sounds like you're a Milan fan. Forza Milano. Big up, brother. Big up. Look after Ruben, man. Look after Ruben. Brother, I already seen it. I'm not shocked. The corruption in this league is just blatant. Or you know what? You know what that was? You know what I think it was? Paul Tierney had a howler, saw the howler, and then didn't let it happen again the day after. It's just fucking annoying. That's what it really is. That's what it really is. Big up to Flawless saying my G Lewis, hashtag Pochettino, hashtag up the Chelsea. Thank you. Thank you. If you want Poch, go take him. Go take him. We're on exactly the same points and goal difference as last season after 22 games. No. What you got to remember is Mauricio Pochettino has a plan. He's turning a corner. You got to remember, we've beaten Crystal Palace and Fulham at home. And Middlesbrough. And Preston. We're in a cup final. You got to believe in the manager, man. You got to believe in the manager. If you can't see what Poch is doing, you can F off down the cottage. Big up Lee Gunner and all that. Big up. Yeah, man, this is why I don't even listen to it. There's a reason why I didn't title my stream Chelsea getting relegated. There's not even any real chance of that happening. Oh, Bush, tell me, why do you think we're getting relegated? Why do you think we're getting relegated? Go on. Educate me, brother. What makes you think we're getting relegated? Check Chelsea HQ. What's Chelsea HQ saying? Milan had an agreement with Badiashile, but Chelsea didn't want to sell the defender after he started playing more regularly. Well, this came out of nowhere. What makes us believe this is true? What makes us believe this is true? Because if this was the case, why did they not bring this out during transfer season when there was literally nothing to talk about except reposts every single day? I don't know, man. I don't know. This is according to Sky Sports Italia. Come from Damasio, so it's a semi-decent source. I don't know, man. Like, I believe this maybe if we had this a couple of weeks ago. You're dropping this on the 2nd of February? And I'm meant to believe this? Nobody else even hinted at this? No rumors? No in the nose? No nothing? But we're meant to just believe this. See, I don't know. I don't believe this. I genuinely think if this came out a week or two ago, there might have been some legs to it. But you want to drop this on the 2nd. How the fuck does that make sense? That could have been such an easy headline in the deadest January transfer window on record. But we didn't even bother. No one bothered to drop anything on that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And also, Bush, have you said why you think we're going down? Has he said why? Oh yeah, I see Lewis Hall, Maatsen, Lukaku, Kepa as well, and we're waffling about, oh, we're gonna get relegated. Come on, man. Come on. Because we can't get 50 million for Gallagher. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. You know who we all said we weren't going to get 50 million for? This bum. You know who else we were going to say we couldn't get 50 million for? This bum. And we did it. Come on, man. Let's spare me just the unnecessary negativity. Because there's plenty to be negative about, but let's not just do the scaremongering for the sake of it. There's no reason to believe we're actually going to get relegated. There's plenty of players that are going to get plenty of players are going to get sold. So what are we worrying about? I don't know. Let's see if Badiashile to Milan develops any more legs, but I find this hard to believe. I find this hard to believe. Things are like as he talk. I don't believe it in general. You don't drop it on the 2nd. You drop that during the January window if there's any legs to it. Badiashile agrees personal terms of AC Milan. It's easy. Fab tweet on Pot. Oh, please tell me he's announcing he's been sacked. Go on. Go on, Fabrizio. Rock my world, son. No. For fuck's sakes. For fuck's sake. Right, so Pochettino and Arsenal Chelsea project. We want results today, and it's difficult to wait. But look at Liverpool. At Spurs, we beat them 4-1 at Wembley in 2017. And a few years later, they won the Premier League and Champions League. That defeat was not the end of the world. What in the fucking copium? What in the absolute fucking copium? Like, I don't even know where to start with that. I don't even know where to start. So, because you beat Klopp 4-1 once, and then they improved, and then they eventually won the Champions League and the Premier League, that just means it's going to happen for you. Even though, like, do you want to talk about when that happened? When in the season? Because they beat them very early. That was like September, October in 17, 18. What is even the point of that? If you're even trying to compare the two, you beat Klopp in, I think, was it his 3rd season at Liverpool? Yeah, it weren't even his 1st. It was his 3rd season. So what are you talking about? You just brought up one random result over Klopp. Tell you what, was that the only time he beat Klopp? That might have been the only time he beat Jurgen Klopp, you know. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. I swear, that 4-1 win over Liverpool might have been the only time he's beaten Klopp in a game, and he's trying to flex that. Huh? What is he on about? What is he on about? From a Liverpool fan, it's his only victory. Oh, I hate this guy, man. I fucking hate this guy. I actually despise this piece of shit Tottenham reject cunt. He gets more and more embarrassing by the press conference. I beat Jurgen Klopp one time, and he improved, and he never beat me since. So you never know. You never know. I could turn things around. What point is he even trying to make? Brother's talking like that's Jurgen Klopp's 1st game against you, and you battered him. No. I remember your games against him. I swear, didn't Jurgen Klopp batter him 4-0 in his 1st away game? Oh my fucking gosh, man. I'm so sick of this shit. I'm so sick. Why am I? Because his quotes piss me off, and they've been pissing me off. That's why. Every fucking week he says some embarrassing shit, bruv. And get this bottle job off my screen. Fucking dickhead. I don't think you have a good record in general, but what is he even trying to talk about? What point is he trying to make? Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot, bruv. And the guys listen to this shit and they still keep him in the job. They actually still keep him in the job. Oh, well, just get me to the match day, bruv. Get me to the match day. I feel like the lineup speaks for itself. Jackson should be coming back. I did see Poch say that they might have to assess him. But I think that's more precautionary, if anything. I don't think there's anything to worry about. He barely played in AFCON. Should be back, should be fit, should be sharp. So you throw him into the game. We don't have Broja now. Don't put Palmer up top. Don't put Palmer up top. Let him create. Palmer on the right, Sterling on the left. Who's in the middle? Put Chukwuemeka in the middle. Have some shame. Don't put fucking Gallagher in this game. Enzo, Caicedo, Gusto. I'd put the Sassy Badiashile. I'd actually do the Sassy Badiashile. And pick a left back. Pick a left. Oh, we only have one. Colwell's injured. Death by Chilwell. Death by Chilwell. Whatever. That team should be enough for a 1-0. That team should be enough for a 1-0 or a 2-0. Cool. At least win that one. At least win that one. It's the bare fucking minimum. We can't beat Wolves. We can't beat Wolves. We didn't beat them last time. We haven't beaten Wolves in 2022. But we do beat them at home. I think the last time Wolves beat us at the Bridge was March 1979. 1979. And Wolves' first double over Chelsea was 74-75. So we should win, according to stats. According to stats. I prefer to play Jackson on the left instead of Son. And play who up front? Rodgers, my friend. Play who up front? We don't have another striker. And Nkunku only just came off the bench in the last match. So, I mean, like, we're not going to throw him into another start. I'd rather get him ready for the Villa Cup match, soon as we need to stay in that competition. And bring Nkunku off the bench. Nah, not Nkunku up front for me. Not in this game. I don't even know if he's fully ready. If he's sharp, go for it. I'm not going to complain if Nkunku starts. Like, go for it. Go for it. I don't know if he's fully ready. I'd assume he isn't. So, with that in mind, I'd go Jackson up top. But yeah, like, again, not going to be annoyed or anything if I see Nkunku starting, of course. Just no Palmer up top, please. I've had enough games of that. That is now just an emergency option if we literally don't have anybody else. Let Palmer create. Let Palmer play from deep. Chilwell's not injured. He will play. Colwell's injured. So we don't have another left back. So it's going to have to be Chilwell. It's going to have to be Chilwell. Just let's hope he has a good game. Let's hope he has a good game. It's a rarity. But we'll have to see. Was there any other quotes from this dickhead? I said I need to defend my club and the fans' interests. It was so evident and clear that we didn't have the luck you need to win. After 5 minutes, everyone saw it was so clear. So that's what they meant when he was talking about luck. I said we didn't have the luck to win a game that we lost 4-1 and probably should have lost about 6 or 7-1. All because we didn't get given a penalty early on. He is fried, man. He is absolutely fried. Collectively, we all need to improve. It's not only Caicedo and Enzo. We need to improve the whole team. No, my friend. You need to improve the whole team. Mr. Manager, Mr. Coach, Mr. Youth Development. You need to improve them. I said we need to improve the team. As a fan base, we all need to come together and improve the team. How about you fucking do it? Do your job, you piece of shit. Fucking piece of shit, bruv. So in terms of the injuries, it's the same players out. Chalobah, Colwell, Cucurella, Fofana, James, Lavia, Sanchez, and Ugo Chukwu. Don't really feel like we should be needing any of those players to win this game anyway. Although that will be the excuse if we don't win. We are lacking a lot of injuries. Well, we do need Reece James and Lavia to beat Wolves. So, hey, we'll see. I did say Poch sounded like Jackson needs to be assessed, but I would expect him to play. Most of Lavia should be back early next week. Bro, Lavia's back when Lavia's back in. I don't care. Like, I've seen 30 minutes of the guy. It is what it is. When you're fit, you are fit. Cool. I really hope Poch starts Carnes instead of Connor. If he doesn't, then Poch is blind confirmed. Brother, you think that's going to be what determines Pochettino's eyesight? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I already think this guy should be going to Specsavers. Should be subscribed there. And if he's already gone there, then whoever's working at Specsavers needs to be sacked. Because this brother is useless. Brother is useless. But I do agree, Chucky Mecca must start. Must start. He's done more in one half than Gallagher has done in the last 3 months. Hey, you know what we're going to see? We're just going to see that Rottweiler straight back into the lineup, running around, doing nothing and kicking everything in sight. So great. So fucking great. Was there anything else before I send this link out? We're going to be live on Dan Potts' channel at 6 p.m. as well, so keep a lookout for that. CM.com said Chelsea are still looking to sign a high-profile goalkeeper in the summer with Mike Mignon along the name. So great, we are now just being linked with interest for more players. Also, I'm going to say nobody get gassed at all. Nobody get gassed. This guy literally said no to us in the summer because we weren't in Europe and we are 10th. So you can forget about this. You can forget about this. So yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Yeah, and guys, I agree with you. Like, do we even need to run with it? Petrovic ain't done nothing to get dropped. Still looking to sign a high-profile goalkeeper in the summer. Let's see who's out there, and let's see who wants to join us in the state that we're in anyway. That'll be funny. That'll be fucking funny. Just dead. Which source said that? Oh, bro, I don't remember. I remember seeing it in the summer. I don't remember right now because it was months back in it. I'll go back and look for it, but I don't recall. I just remember reading that Mignon said no to us because of no Europe. It does feel like it might have been Simon Phillips, but I don't remember. Let me see. I definitely said that on one of my streams, though. Definitely said that. Nathan Gissing said Mignon was too expensive, which would be another factor too. Who was there? Anybody? Any reports on it? I actually can't find anything right now. Oh no, I'll have a deeper look when I send the link out to the chat. We'll see. Right, any other comments? Any other big comments? Yeah, I saw this as well. La Liga can hire lip readers to back Greenwood, but they can't hire lip readers to ban fans racially abusing Vinicius. But hey, what do we expect? What do we expect? Take racism seriously? No. Let me just protect it. Let me just protect Greenwood. I'm telling you, he never said no to us. Oh, Nana, I think, did as well. I think it was both. Like, I genuinely think it was both. I don't know. I'm sure I had a report on that in the summer. I'm sure of it. But I can't remember because, again, months ago. Months back. Yeah, Fraser, I saw what Bellingham said. That's hilarious. And also, why are they now trying to, like, micromanage what people are saying on the football pitch to each other? Like, we are really, really watering this sport down by the fucking year. Now you can't even cuss out rival players. Really. It's just dead. It's just dead. Next, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Right, let me see what everybody's saying. I'm going to go send the link out to the panel. It's probably going to be a short stream today, although I do usually jinx it whenever I say that. But yeah, big up everybody that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. And let's see what everybody is saying. Oh yeah, that Ben Talks Chelsea account as well. Let me see if he DMs me. All right, cool. Yeah. I see it. Yeah, Maldini, AC next. AC next. Real shit. Actually, I hope Bush rolls through as well, because I want to have a talk about that relegation stuff.
Big up, Lewis.
Yeah, guys, big up, people. Big up. What are we saying? Oh, I want to wait for Bush because I want to hear this relegation thing. If anyone actually thinks we could be going down because
we're not getting relegated.
Players.
The only reason we're not getting relegated this season, is twofold. Number one, there are more than 3 teams worse than us. Somehow, there are more than 3 teams worse than us. Second of all, there are 2 teams that will be receiving a points deduction, one of which it will be their second this season. If we get relegated with that happening, we deserve to go down and we deserve to be liquidated as a club.
I agree. They're all talking about this talk sports shit though about all FFP, like we haven't been in the exact same situation.
Fuck off. I thought you were talking about it in terms of actual football.
Bush, big up my brother. So what makes you think we're getting relegated, my friend?
Bro, honestly, I'm trolling, but talk sport, they piss me off, man.
All right, well, if it's talk sport, we can stop right now. Let's not do this.
No, the only thing that I'm just
we're not getting relegated, bro. That bullshit.
I know. No, not the relegation thing, but it's
the dumbest conversation to have. Like, I don't want this. Well, it's like, why talk about some shit that ain't gonna happen? It's not gonna happen. It's some shit they made up, and as a talking point. Like, why would you even waste your energy talking about some shit? Talk sport made up to have something to talk about. Like, you really want to waste your time? Like, that's the first thing y'all want to talk about right now? Really, that? Man, I'm not trying to dictate the channel, but Jesus Christ, we ain't got nothing.
I don't believe in it for a second. It's only because
Bush was
bullshit.
No, Jimmy.
It's only because Bush was in the chat saying, "Oh, we're gonna get relegated."
But it's not okay. We get relegated, so what? We be right back, just like Leicester City. Who cares? Next conversation. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
You already said you were trying shit on it, so thank God.
But the only thing, yeah. How are we gonna raise 100 mil from Chalobah?
How you know we need 100 mil? You listening to some fat fuck on TV? Those people on TV do not have Chelsea books. They don't have Chelsea books.
Care about money.
Acting
like they in Chelsea's accounting. What are we talking about? It's a fucking radio station.
I was gonna say there's a million ways we can raise 100 mil. They could do more sponsorship stuff. They could, if we finish in the Europa League, Conference League, I don't know what the money is. Europa League's decent money, it's not incredible. We could sell players. We could sell Maatsen for his release clause. That's 35 mil right there. Sell Brozier for, let's just say 25. That'd be nice. That's 60 mil. Then we sell Chalobah for 40. There you go. That's 100 mil right there. There are a million ways we can make 100 mil.
Conversation. Oh my gosh, we don't need no. Who the fuck said we need 100 million? That dude don't work for fucking Premier League. He's a fat fuck on TV, making up shit. This ain't come down from the league.
It's scaremongering and just people drinking the Kool-Aid.
Like, why are we stuck? Like, what the fuck?
there's nothing that's going to happen. We have more than enough players we want to clear out and are probably going to clear out anyway. Before we even get into the TV
People
money.
don't even know the difference between profit and sustainability and fucking FFP.
Exactly.
People don't even know there's a difference. They think it's the same thing. People just talking, man.
Exactly.
The fuck? Look, hold on. How many times have Barcelona supposed to have been liquidated? How many times have Man City supposed to this? And this, like, what? Stop wasting your fucking time with this crap, man. Stop wasting your time.
Facts.
It's not like,
Facts.
even if it happened, who gives a fuck? You got really. Oh, so Chelsea gonna be down in the championship for a few years? Like, what the fuck? So what? We'll go down there, play 55 games, score 300 goals. It might be fun.
You know what? It might actually be a therapeutic season when you do
fuck
that.
wrong with people? We're
Operation
going
Piss the
defeated.
Championship. I might actually be down for that. Might actually be entertaining watching us again. Even Poch can't fuck that shit.
Fucking relegated. Like, people shut the fuck up. If Chelsea don't get Europe, it's a talking point. They don't know anything about how the fuck they know what Chelsea books look like. They're the same people telling you we spent $1 billion, which is a fucking lie. They're the same ones not telling you, oh, well, you know, the money that they spent is spread out over about 25 fucking years. No, they just tell you, oh, it's $1 billion. Get the fuck out of here, man.
We're also talking about people, regardless of what you think about them from a footballing aspect. We're also talking about people who have shown from a business level are some of the smartest people in the Premier League right now. Look at the amount of loopholes they have fucked.
They cracked the code twice.
Exactly. We're talking about some of the smart, like they've got people trying to find every loophole in the book every single day. They've got
and they found another one. They found. I read an article a couple of weeks where they found another one where they can do the shit where they do the contract. They make the first 2 years of the contract loans. Some shit. I was reading it, and it was like a motherfucker at Chelsea figured it out, and they said Chelsea will do it soon. And but they'll use it when they have to, because they know the minute they do it, the league is gonna put the stamp on it. Yeah, so they cracking the code. They cracking the fucking code.
What this is it's literally day one without the transfer window, and we've gone right back to scaremongering, straight back into scaremongering tactics.
Now all of a sudden, Benoit Badiashile had a deal lined up. And nobody knew, really?
Yep.
Nobody.
Fuck
out of here. The day the shit closed, and now everybody clickbait. And make it even worse.
Yep.
Oh, he just had a bad game too.
Getting ripped the last 2 days.
Exactly.
I would say,
it's
like,
so easy to read.
If he had a deal, he wouldn't have played.
Facts. You know, enough people are gonna ride with it because people are now already starting to turn on Badiashile. Or he's one bad month and he's a bag of shit.
I just watched. I'm not even gonna mention who. I just watched a content creator say, "I don't care that Badiashile was out of position," and then 2 minutes later, when other dude said, "Well, Caldwell's been crap," he said, "But he's been out of position." I'm like, damn, if that ain't English fucking agenda. You just said you didn't care if one was out of position, and then you turned right the fuck around and said you didn't care that one was out of position.
Is that on your Twitter?
No, I didn't even bother to clip it. It was the Joey Knight and Josh dude. The dude Josh was like, he didn't care Badiashile was out of position, and then turned around and said Caldwell was out of position. I'm like, damn, bro.
Hey, but don't bring up the English bias. They're gonna say you're being racist.
Man,
you're trying
listen,
to race.
That was clear.
Because
That's two black
equals race.
That's 2 black players, so they can't mention race. That's English bias. Yeah, that's English fucking bias. Like, bro,
those
how you
are
so
race
bias?
Fucking ridiculous, bro. That's insane. But again, I don't expect any different.
Yeah, man, that English bias be sick.
Fuck's sakes. Do we feel optimistic for the game on Sunday?
Fuck no, man.
You see what Wolves just did against United? Yeah, fuck no.
I'm just hoping the extra 24 hours might give us a little bit of help. Maybe it means they gotta rotate a little bit more. Oh, what am I kidding? We lost to Middlesbrough's B team. What am I even talking about?
Exactly. You tripping.
Oh,
You over there
Yeah.
tripping. You tripping.
Can't
you
wait
tripping,
to see
you
Cole.
this is where my faith is. It's in the fucking toilet, bruv.
tripping. This is what.
Hey, just give me a Cole Palmer penalty. We know Poch will just go defend for his life with the 1-0. Maybe that'll be enough. Yeah, 2-time Chelsea, Stamford Bridge tax. That's what it is. We'll have the little home advantage. That might help us. I said Wolves are angry. We should be angry. We should be angry. We just lost 4-1 at Anfield. They should be angry at themselves. We should be angry at ourselves.
Fuck Wolves.
I already know what we're going to see anyway. I'm going to see us rush Gusto back into the lineup. I'm going to see us play Badiashile at left back again because Poch is a clown. I can't
How
bother.
do you show left back to us and Cole any day of the week?
Shit is pathetic, man.
As long as we can get Chukwuemeka and Jackson playing, maybe we'll be a little bit better going forward.
All I want to see, all I'm asking for, it's not going to happen, is a front four of Jackson and Kunku, Carney and Palmer. That's all I'm asking for. That front four, and like I can at least say I can enjoy that.
Never gonna happen. Not with this manager.
Man,
We'll see Sterling and fucking Gallagher start.
I don't think Nkunku's going to start this one.
Yeah, the same.
Man, look,
Oh,
enough.
against
These
it?
fucking players need to play. I'm tired of this shit. Enough.
I was going to say, like, that's
Fuck,
the thing.
They gotta
He
play,
played-
bro. These players gotta fucking play. They
And he played
played
45
all
minutes.
year.
He played 45 minutes against Liverpool. Like, he can play at least 45 minutes, even 60. I don't mind him coming off later in the game, but he has to start, man.
Start
I
the
can't-
game. Yes.
I'm not seeing Palmer fucking false nine again. We don't have anyone else unless you start Jackson,
Oh, no.
who's just come back from fucking Ivory Coast. Like, I'd like to see him play, but it's like he has to be with Nkunku. You can't fucking have him by himself.
Actually, to be fair, with Sterling lasting a full 90, yeah, maybe you could see Nkunku start. Obviously for the better.
I was
Obviously for the
just-
better.
I want to see Sterling get dropped because the last time he got dropped, when he came off the bench, he looked like he had a point to prove and he played well. And I want to see that again because it feels like recently it looks like he's like can't be bothered, but it feels like he knows he's got no.
Shell shock. I don't know what the fuck wrong with him. He remind me of one of them.
It looks
bulls,
like he's
one of
got
those-
no. He looks like he's got no. He knows he's got no competition. Like he's comfortable. Like it doesn't matter what I do because the guy behind me, the manager, don't rate. So I'm comfortable. I'm gonna play every game. Like I need that kind of that shock to his system where it's like, okay, I know I can get dropped. Let me up my game again. Let me show you what I can do. Because we saw that against Burnley. Came on and just dominated. Like when he came on against Burnley because he had a point to prove.
Yeah, I
can
hear
see
that.
I can see that. Yeah, he definitely got to go to the bench. I don't give a fuck. And I don't care what he got to do. He has to bench Mudryk and Sterling. I don't mind if Matt Wick can get a couple more runs out, but there's no way Sterling can start next game. Like, that's criminal to send him back out there. Criminal. Don't send him back out there. Do not send Sterling back out there. Let him start the game on the bench and get a little perturbed and come on and try something. Don't fucking start him. You can't. It can't be that. You can't play that bad and be that comfortable. That's how we ended up with Kai Havertz and Mount and those fucking dudes. They played so bad and was still comfortable.
It'll be very interesting to see what Poch does now because a lot of the players that he needed back are now back. Pie's tweet, it's the same stuff about Badiashile. I don't believe it. But I appreciate you bringing it up. There's nothing that deep. It's nothing that deep. If that shit had any truth to it, you would have heard about it a week or two ago when there was nothing to talk about except reposts. So don't stress about that. Maldini says Mudryk could potentially start.
No.
Hell
that.
no.
I doubt that.
Even as a stand, I don't think so.
That's as a stand first.
I mean,
I just don't see how
fucking Mudryk's been regressing since the fucking Arsenal game. What the fuck is fucking Pochettino doing?
I just don't see how he can start considering what we have. Like, I'd understand, like, if Nkunku wasn't fit, we'd just see him in Jack back now. Like, I can't see how he starts. But actually, no, I can see how he starts in Poch's mind because Poch is a dickhead. but in like logically speaking, he can't start. And this is what we had the conversation the other day. If he's just got to show what he can do off the bench, because he's not going to start when everyone's fit. So to show what you can do off the bench.
After that miss against Liverpool, I have no fucking confidence in Mudryk.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That was awful.
But I mean, it was his first. I'm just making excuses. Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah.
Got to make an excuse.
Actually, for his standards, that's one of his best efforts.
You can't get the first time at Anfield, that 20-minute cameo.
Like, he don't miss shit left or right. He's like, he missed shit back. Like, woof.
No one's saying we're fans of Mudryk. Just need to see more. That's it. Just need to see more.
That's on Poch, because
That's a big fat no for me.
that's on Poch. He was getting into some little rhythm, and then he just dropped him out of nowhere.
Who to start on the left? I'll put fucking Nkunku on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put Jackson up the middle. I'll put fucking Madueke at the 10. I'm not Madueke. What's his name? Palmer.
Scott's gorgeous.
I'd
Chukwuemeka
have
at the 10.
Nkunku at
And
on the
Palmer
I say
on the right.
no. Do you know what? I'd potentially, and it's annoying because the left back situation is fucked, and I understand why people would want to see him start. But for reasons, I would start Chip at left back, and I would start Carney on the left, and then Nkunku at the 10. Because then what I'd ask Chilwell to do, because you're not going to get width from either Nkunku or Carney, but I'd at least say Chilwell needs to overlap, and I'd put Enzo in the fucking pivot next to Caicedo
him
and tell him
let
to
him be
sit.
a deep line playmaker.
I was gonna say, I tell Enzo I don't want to see you in the opposite, like in anywhere near the box, like for this game. Just sit and cover the space that Chilwell's going to vacate, because then you can allow for Chilwell's lack of defensive presence, and then you can also mitigate the fact you've got no width on the left hand side by using Chilwell to overlap.
Yeah, I see that.
That'll be
I'm not gonna say none of our wingers not good. Like I said before, if y'all don't want to face the reality of our wingers are asked to take on 2 fucking defenders 8 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10, and it's just not doable. It's not gonna work. So I'm not gonna sit here and say our wingers are shit. They're shit in this system. For the system we play, the style wingers we need are like fucking Salah and fucking Vinny Jr. They're the only type that can succeed in this week to week to week to week, because our manager set us up to be stagnant. Our left back and right back are not attacking. They don't attack.
Oh, yes. Like, that's why, regards to players, we all agree system first and foremost. So I keep trying to tell rival fans, but they don't listen because the agendas can't be bothered with it. But like we see it, our system is set up to fail. These players are set up to fail. So you can criticize them individually, but other than the experienced ones that were here before Poch, I can't have too much energy for you lot. Because you're suffering under this prick. We're all suffering under this prick. And it's going to keep happening until the board gets rid of him. And God knows when that's going to be. Regardless, it's been too late now. It's been way too late. And the funniest thing is we could still salvage the season if they do it, but they're not going to do it.
That's the thing. Like, I agree our wingers could be frustrating, but bro, like, we're asking our wingers to do too goddamn much. Like, no, I don't see nobody else ask their wingers to do what ours do. Nobody else. Nobody. I can literally say nobody.
Poch expects from Mudryk to run from our half, from the middle of our own half, to the fucking goal of the opponent. Fucking hell.
I'm not even talking about the. I'm talking about the no overlapping fucking fullback. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about where he expect him to run. I don't mind him expecting Mudryk to run, but I ain't expecting Mudryk to do shit. Mudryk can't dribble. Mudryk,
fair enough.
Mudryk got one style he can play over the top. If you ain't playing it over the top, then Mudryk, you wasting your time.
But it
Yeah,
seems like
especially right
the
now.
left side of our attack is isolated a lot as well. Like, a left winger not usually gets the ball.
Yeah, because usually you got an idiot on the left-hand side with them, be it Colwell or Chilwell.
Yeah.
Keep saying it's just pick your death with them. Do you want to drown? Do you want to be burned alive? Pick one. You're gonna suffer regardless. Is what it is. But hey, the one left back that we have that's decent, we want to sell. On sources. Figure that one out. I said Willie and cleared and these guys like that means anything.
We had
Back
we
on
had
that,
4 left
Willian
backs in the
was-
summer, and we kept the worst one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we give that one the armband. We give that one the vice captaincy.
Shit is pathetic, man. That shit is truly pathetic. Like, it's not even a joke. How pathetic that shit is. Chilwell and fucking Gallagher and these motherfuckers rocking armbands. Like, what's going on?
It's peak, bro. I'm just listening to us all
Can't
talk
be
about
arsed.
Chelsea. We're all so done with this shit. Everyone's finito. I don't blame anyone either. No one can be bothered for this shit no more.
Hey, let's do a lineup.
Fuck it. Why not?
Ah, Poch is killing this club, bro.
I
He's killing the joy. He's killing everything.
told you, no, he's the worst. I've told you, for my expectation, he's the worst manager in this modern era. Chelsea.
Yep.
The worst. The worst.
He has
Yeah.
managed
I
to
don't-
vindicate Lampard.
I didn't expect anything from Lampard. It was all vibes the first time around, not the second time. Because I knew he was shit after the first time.
Yeah.
He's worse than Potter, fam.
He is.
Potter, I had question marks. I didn't know what to expect, but we were better defensively under Potter.
Also,
even
by the
though-
way, I saw someone tweet this out. You know, we have the exact same points and we're in the exact same place after the same amount of games as last season.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
With a better team. With a better team.
The only difference is we've scored more and conceded more. That's literally the only difference.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. So this guy is. Listen, I rate him for his interview questions because they obviously hit right, but he's just an absolute. I should report him to the Trade Description Act. That's what I should report him for. Yeah, no manager. No manager, he's no coach. He's literally a big, and it's coming from me, a big fat lump of shit in that Chelsea box. That's what he is. Big old shit. It's like literally
Big
someone
old
took a
shit.
big old shit in your garden. And it's,
Mhm.
it's
He just told
Pochettino.
you to trust and it's going to grow into a
Yeah,
tree.
trust it's all fine. It's all fine.
Don't worry, it's going to grow into an orange
Don't
tree.
worry,
So
it's all
leave
fine.
me. No, lemons. Don't pop.
And they still won't suck it. Yep.
I already see what shit
That's
he's
our
gonna do.
manager, La
Fucking
Lorana, the crier. The fucking crier.
I already see what's gonna happen against Wolves. He's gonna play Gusto left back and play Gilchrist at right back. I already see it. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What kind of
Fucking
selfie is
Gilchrist.
there?
Actually, no. Let me rephrase what I said earlier about who I want left back. Dylan Williams.
Fair enough. At least he's a fucking left back.
Can't be worse.
I play Mudryk at left back because you know he's fast enough to get up and down the line. So,
Now play Gallagher. Fucking left
Mudryk revisionism.
He
Fucking hell.
doesn't know how to defend. He will.
no one does under Poch.
No one
So
knows
good
it.
at that.
I mean, there's no. I know. I don't like Chewell, but there's nobody better than him at this moment.
There's no one else.
No one else yet.
No other option.
What's the sadness today? What's the problem? Just got
Chelsea
home.
play in a few days.
Yeah, but that's a good thing. We get to see Chelsea.
Eh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That's not
Not under this fucking coach.
Wow!
No.
I don't know. I might. I haven't got
Sorry,
any
bro.
problem-
Poch
I
has
haven't got any
killed us, man.
problems. I haven't got any problems with my teeth, but I'm thinking of doing the old cartoon thing and wrapping a string around one of them. And just take it out and then just try and get an emergency dentist appointment for Sunday. That's all. With no pain relief as well. Just drill, baby, drill.
I know I've been watching a couple of games that I missed for a couple of times because believe me, it's like watching the games on the phone. It's like I don't know how people do it. It's like it's first of all I'm old, so for me even the glasses, like reading glasses, it's already. But I don't know how people can do it, so I have to watch. I watched some of them again, and hey. Like one of my friends says, shit comes in sometimes in a big pile, sometimes in a small pile, but it's all shit. But I think we're actually going to do well on Sunday because
Define well.
Fine.
Define well.
Because I think we have a tendency to do shit, and then Pochettino gets under fire, and then we do good. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
basically, he's only going to Solskjaer in his last year at Man United.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. He's only going to Solskjaer. That's what we're saying.
Oh,
He's
God.
only,
you know what I'm
only,
saying? Like it's going to be like
Olachino. That's what he is. He's Olachino.
I'm saying like it's like this, you know, like
fantastic.
yeah.
That's
Anyway.
how bad. That's how I was watching that game last night, Man United Wolves, and I was like, when Wolves are coming back into it, I was actually saying no. I was going, Wolves do not score another goal because I didn't want them to go above us. That's how much this manager's got. This is how much rubbish this manager has done this season. I'm not begging for a Man United to lose a game against Wolves.
Can
That's
somebody?
how much he's done.
I was actually came in to talk about that article that came from about the 100 mil that we need to raise.
Oh, same well as last year.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I was asking about that is because when did we actually sign Lukaku? What year was that?
2021.
2021.
Yeah.
So I was trying to see the FFP thing. When is the role in that? Of course, it's not easy to find out, but like how much we paid upfront for Lukaku, that was the biggest problem. So I don't know that because I didn't even read what the article says on Twitter. I saw it. I saw the article. I didn't read it. I was trying to figure out where is that comment based from. So I was thinking like the only way we could be in trouble if that scenario is if there's a substantial amount of payment for Lukaku was upfront because his payment is supposed to roll FFP within now years. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is like, so if because did we sign only Lukaku that season?
Yes.
Yes.
Fouls on loan, yeah.
Fouls on loan, yeah.
Yeah, he was the only permanent signing I think we made the whole season. I think.
Yeah,
Wait, hang on. I don't understand about the
only needed a striker.
So what I'm saying is like, Lukaku money up front. If we paid substantial amount of money up front, then that could be the talking point of FFP. I'm just trying to understand the point of the whole situation. I know Chelsea is always every year we have to raise money for because we actually minus every year unless we sell in substantial amount of players, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, so if we created that much money to level the books based on what we got now, so I'm saying like what other players that could be a role in a FFP that badly. And the only one I can remember, it's Lukaku.
And if you notice, he started bigging up Saudi in the last couple of weeks, the league itself. So he started bigging up. So he's already planting seeds for a move to Saudi. So he's already started talking well about it.
He's a massive sellout.
Should have fucked off last summer.
Yep, just made things difficult again. Thank you, Lukaku. Cunt.
Yeah, because he thought he could get to Juventus, but that didn't play out, did it?
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, where's the FFP coming from? Because if this is what what we actually raising the money based on how like elevated the books. I can see the reason people saying that we literally had to sell Mount by May. Remember that conversation? So we would level the books for that part of time. So I want to know which was like if
I mean, we didn't sell him by May, did we? We sold him in like late
June,
didn't
like
we?
yeah. But you know what I mean. Like, no. We did sell him by June.
It's just Fim.
We were told.
It's the same bullshit every single time.
Yeah, we had to sell him by this point, and we didn't, and nothing happened,
Mm.
and we were cleared. So,
I'm not saying that there's something there. I'm just saying by the look of how EPL look right now, they actually going after any kind of mispayments. Based on what I see in the past year, apparently somebody got kicking ass at the FA for the FFP enforcement. So apparently they're doing it now. I wouldn't pass it by if there's something there that could be used against us.
It's nothing to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Not FFP. It's not FFP. And it's not because of the FFP thing that people are getting kicked in the arse. The problem, and I said this on the last stream, and it's why Everton and Forest and particularly have been locked down, is because it's profit and sustainability. It's because you've got clubs like Reading who are on the verge of going into administration and are closing down as a club because the way their ownership is running it.
Cut. I know. For example, I'm not saying that those clubs didn't do nothing. I'm saying is there's always has to be the face of the thing that needs to be punched. Mike Tyson went to prison not because of what only he did. What he did, it is wrong. He rightly went to prison. He did for a lot of other people that did the same thing. He's like a punishment for what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like there's example has to be made. So for example, I'm waiting for that example. I just hope it's not Chelsea. For example, those clubs that you're talking about that got FFP, I'm not saying they are right to get points deduction and everything. I'm saying there is going to be a case. There's one of the Premier League clubs is going to be punched in the teeth, and it's going to be big punishment. I just want to know. I just hope it's not us. I hope it's City. They have more charges pending against them, but it doesn't say that they could be both. Like Chelsea, like for example, Everton 10 points. Chelsea's found something. 15 points, and then City, bam, in the face. It's like it's the news cycle thing that what we're looking for. To take away the whole freaking situation from you know what I'm saying, like from like the whole thing how been FA been run lately. A lot of other countries have a problem with the FA. Do you know that, right? Mm-hmm. That if you go to other countries beside UK, and you're gonna literally talk to the fans of that, they don't really like Premier League. Not because the Premier League of football. They don't like Premier League because they think that they just use, like, how you say it, financial, like money, and you see what I'm saying? I literally talk to the people. They cannot stand the Premier League because of that. But it's despise. Does it make sense?
Serie A. I hear that, especially from Serie A fans.
So what I'm saying is, like, there could be something in that, because at the end of the day, everybody, even FA, they don't want to be kicked out and singled out. I'm just thinking it's going to be some kind of case like FIFA with Blatter, with Italy, with Juventus. There is going to be with Premier League. I promise you will. I just hope it's not Chelsea. That's all it is.
I hope so too, but I don't think there's anything to suggest it would be us just yet. There wouldn't be anything to worry
they might do the club who's successful like C.
All we have to do is
Chelsea is more so.
We're successful as well, you know.
Yeah,
in
the past we have been, but like
it's not about success.
No, it's nothing to do with success.
It's about
that's why Everton and Forest
to make an example.
Right
to make an example. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like we were the example when we got the transfer ban. Something like that could happen again, you know. So
I'm just
look. Ban for like one or two like under 16s or something.
Yes, the same thing Barca got banned for. I was gonna say if you managers can like get scared and all this shit, like At least do the research on this type of shit. The reason we got a transfer ban is because under 16 thing, which Barca got a ban for doing the same thing. It's nothing to do with scaremongering. It's not making an example.
Yeah,
like it's just
how you say
making up shit to get a clip.
We brag. How you say it? We tapped the youngster.
Yes.
Well, that sounds so fucking wrong. We
There you go.
But
yes,
but you know what I'm saying? Like we, I don't know how nice, what the fucking English is that word? When you trying to get, no matter how you say it, you're saying it wrong.
No, it's not.
So
tap phrase, but it sounds mad. But yes, that is the phrase. Tapping up.
But
under
you know what I'm saying? Like Kakuta, this is the actual player. Kakuta.
Yes.
There's name to that guy.
Like yes.
Didn't we have something with Christensen's dad? Or am I bugging?
I don't know.
Could be, but it's not proven. Look, it's the case of what's proven and what's not. We probably tapped him all. Pause. I can like. We probably
tapping up is fine. That's a
that's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't want them to like I said, I don't want him to stop. Use all your resources. Just don't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So like, it's not like because I don't want them to do it. I'm saying like there is the actual, like how do you think we're signing those players in Brazil right now?
Same thing.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's just about
what I'm
the loopholes that you find around it.
Yeah. But the reason why we got transfer bond was actually for Calcutta. That's the name we got it, like because Roman Abramovich bought his mama house.
Mm-hmm. And also that's the thing. What was that? Was hang on, we got banned for that. We signed Kakuta in what, like 2004, around there.
No, not 2004.
15 years. Like it was around. It was when Mourinho was manager, wasn't it?
No.
It was Ancelotti.
Ancelotti, yeah.
Oh.
09-10 season.
We're talking 10 years. It took them 10 years to ban us for that.
Well, technically, the case finished after 10 years, but the charges has to be within because there is a point. There is a point of City. They almost got punished by the same thing. They just started the case later against them. It was a lot of time. The ones remember that ones from Champions League. Remember they had to throw out case. One of the charges was because of the youngsters and the increase in the revenues, like fake revenues. But anyway, what I was trying to say is like, I just think that the Premier League is going to be thrown because I've been in a couple of countries. I've been in Bulgaria. I spoke to a couple of guys. I've been in another country. The people don't like the Premier League. They don't like it because it doesn't have nothing to do with the game. They all have favorite teams in it. They just think that Premier League is running on this like a privileged ways. Does it make sense? Yeah. Like they think the FA kind of like let it slide the teams so they can do well, so they can sustain the what other leagues do. Well, at least what's the regular people are talking, not somebody like in the know, just regular fans. What I think about Barcelona and La Liga, how crooked they are, that's how they actually think about the Premier League. But hey, we'll see. But I just don't want it to be a Chelsea. But it will be a case. I promise you, it will be a case.
They're saying that will be the case if we don't sell anybody. Yeah, we will. We've been actively trying to sell Gallagher, Broja, Chalobah, Lukaku, all these men.
I don't think FA is actually interested in that kind of thing. I think FA is more interested on inflation of the market, like the market inflation, like when you pump the money into it after FFP. You see what I'm saying? Like because to make fake companies, that looks more how you say it, criminal like the offshore companies paying managers from the different accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like that looks more criminal organized.
We're not under suspicion of anything close to that, are we?
No. We actually been on how selling, because at the end of the day, I can tell you one thing: Chelsea, as much as we've been doing what we've been doing, I keep telling you one thing: Roman Abramovich did well. Nobody liked it, but his loan system and selling youngsters actually created, because we made it some kind of visual thing that actually works, that we're creating money. We're not just pumping and making like special airline company that supposedly fly during COVID and tourists. You know what I'm saying? Like when nobody was flying anywhere, all of a sudden City's airlines is like flying all over the world and making so much money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like somehow some things that Roman did is actually took care of that. Not everything he did is good, but anyway, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I assume we should be fine regardless. And I don't even remember hearing anything about any other offshore companies with us. There's loopholes, but we've been smart with the loopholes. I haven't done anything illegal yet. We should be fine. Should be fine overall.
That's actually interesting comment from Olu. It's nothing to do with the FA. It's the Premier League rule. 2 different organizations. Please tell me. That's 100% really good, true comment. Please tell me which of those 2 organizations were Mendaver's hand if the one is in the need of something. Do you think like it's like they enemies, or do you think they good together? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll help you, you help me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, potentially.
This is why I said.
I have a question. I have a question about Roman stuff. Would they still punish us even though they sanctioned Roman the way they did?
Yes, doesn't have nothing to do if there was a case before that.
What?
If there is the evidence that
Yeah.
Roman did it, when you take into something, when you buy in a company, it doesn't. Previous crimes does not eliminate. You're supposed to, when you buy a company, you're responsible for everything. It doesn't. It doesn't.
Right, so Le Havre described Chelsea's deadline day behaviour as scandalous. Malang Sarr was ready to sign a 2.5-year contract, but will now travel back to Chelsea today.
Yeah, him and Le Havre agreed a deal, but there was some tweets and a report said him and Le Havre agreed a deal for him to move, but him and Chelsea couldn't find an agreement on a mutual termination of his contract.
Oh, so it's Sarr and Chelsea then? Okay.
Yeah, they couldn't find an agreement to terminate his contract.
So Sarr canceled the contract?
No, he's still
no. So they were trying to find an agreement for a mutual termination, but obviously with a mutual termination, that means the club has to pay him a certain amount for it, and they couldn't find an agreement, so he didn't move.
Yeah, so Sarr was in high wages.
Is this just Le Havre pissed that we didn't, cancel his contract or couldn't find an agreement?
Yeah,
that's just petty.
Well, they had that window to go for him.
Look, we got him for free. You keep forgetting. We got him for free. Sorry.
Like, sorry. The guys who calling this thing a scandal, like, it's not a scandal. It's just an unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just gotta hold that.
Sarr is on the high
your
contract
money and your freedom. That's probably he probably wanted both. He wanted to get out the contract and the money. And Chelsea said, no, pick one. Either you take the new you get the lead, or you get the money we give you. Either way, you're gonna be our property, or you leave.
That's a good question from Taya for everybody over here.
Would you still support Chelsea if you go to Champions?
I just said that.
Chelsea.
I just said that. I said I'll take a season in the championship, playing 65 games, probably going undefeated. Why not?
I doubt it. I actually think championship is actually really tough.
This big ass squad we got.
It's not about the quality of the teams. I'm just saying, like, it's really tough. Actually, championship is really tough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I hear it. Like, you can't underestimate, but bin off Poch and give me someone with a decent style of play.
Oh, I can bet with you on that, Jimmy. If we get relegated, God forbid, I can tell you if we run the way we run, I don't think we actually make the first place to get out of it. I think we might get the play out.
Leicester is winning the league.
I was gonna say, yeah, we would. Yeah, we would. Let's not be stupid here. Yes, we would.
Let's get rid of Poch so we can play good football.
It's a joke, people. It's a joke.
Rehire Lampard. He could be in the championship.
Not really.
Nah, Poch wouldn't survive in the championship. He wouldn't get relegated, but
no, he'd end up with a trophy. He might not look good while he does it.
I wouldn't trust Poch in the championship, and legit, I wouldn't want him to be in the championship. I'd want us to go and get someone who's got experience
I'm just saying
managing.
Like, are you 100% sure that if we get relegated, that we going right back up after this?
Yes. Yes.
No.
I'm not.
First, and I'd expect a points record.
Okay. Well, that's not answering my question. That's not answering my question.
I didn't
That's
care about being invincible.
expectation.
I didn't care about being invincible because you can have
No, Scott. That's not what I asked.
No, I know. But
I'm not asking what you expected.
Yes, we should go straight back up first with a points record. Yes. Go and look at what Leicester are doing, and the way they were run last season was terrible.
Yeah, but
so I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Exactly. Look,
they got a new manager.
I'm just saying, like, I actually think that championship. It's the way it's not about the quality of the team, it's the amount of games, and it's amount. There's one thing people misunderstand about the championship. I've been watching some of them before, and you know how Premier League changed a little bit with the low blocks and stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, championship is not. Championship is more old Premier League.
So it's more open. Cool. Sweet.
No, it's more low block.
Yeah.
It's more low block in championship
I'm not hearing the argument that we shouldn't just go straight back up in first with creaming that league. I'm sorry.
I think I'm asking the wrong question. I'm not asking what you expect or I'm actually what you think. You think with your heart versus what you expect.
That we should cream that league, and we will cream that league.
Okay.
With the players we've got, even if we lose players, which we would, like Nkunku would probably go. Jackson would probably still be here. I'd imagine Chukwuemeka still be here. I'd imagine Mudryk would still be here. Noni as well. These players should cream that league.
Leicester is creaming the league. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, there's plenty of Premier League teams that.
Yes, because Alex, the reason why certain teams didn't is because their squad got ravaged, and because they were in a shit financial position. That's the problem. The reason Wolves ended up where they did is because their squad got ravaged and they were in a shit financial position. Stoke lost more than half their team. If we just keep most of the team together, which we could, like, you'll lose your Nkunkus, you'll lose Silva, cool. You'll lose, I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, you might, I reckon actually, I actually don't know who we lose, is the thing. We probably lose Enzo. Maybe
I got your point, Scott. I got your point. Andrew, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't see why. I don't even know why we're having this fucking conversation to begin with. But,
we're bored, man.
I know that, but yeah, I got no problem. You know what? I expect us to go up undefeated.
See?
I think people misunderstand the thing, like what you expect and what you really think the way we play in. That's what I'm saying.
Undefeated.
Okay.
Right now, Leicester City is got a 10-point fucking lead.
Yeah.
In the championship.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. That's it. But what else we want to talk about?
How
about what's his name? Thiago Silva. Not going to be at the end of the season.
Good Lord.
Is he leaving? Is it confirmed?
Yeah, not confirmed. Nobody's confirmed until the end of
He
the
should
season.
be
But I'm saying,
leaving.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He can go somewhere.
He has to go. He has to go.
I'm
He
actually
has to
like,
go, he will go.
do you think actually Thiago Silva is like what's the name, that Thiago Silva is like a captain material? Is he a leader on the pitch?
No. His head drops with the youngsters. Like, nah.
He complains.
And in big
Me to
moments,
how
he
I
doesn't
see
stand
it,
up.
people think he out there directing. He complaining. He's bitching. Because
Yeah,
I've
and
seen
when he
him
makes
fuck up. I've seen him
you go.
fuck up. The whole fuck up
Names
is his,
something.
and he still turn around and go. "Nah, nah, 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 nah." You watch the replay and you like, what the fuck is you bitching about? It was on you. Right?
Yeah.
Albo, yes. I know Jimmy is not.
Neither am I. Fuck, bro. Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, if the kid is doing well, I still think he has some. I'm not saying he's gonna be a starter. He can be a second or third one. I don't care, but
Oh,
Bro, yeah.
oh, hell no.
I just think he's like really
I used
afraid.
to before the injury.
Yeah.
I did before the injury.
Yeah.
Not now.
I have a problem with Thiago Silva becoming Jorginho and Chelsea and recycling ball all the time. Like people obligated to pass it to him for some reason. Even though, did you notice he used to be a crossing the ball and then
To
he
the wide,
stopped,
to the wingers. Yeah.
and now he stopped? Interesting.
The thing is, though, we need to be using him the same way we should have used Jorginho to begin, like towards the end of his career, where it's like he needs to be on the bench and you bring him on, or 2-0 up, 3-0 up in a game, and you want to close the game out. That's when it makes sense to bring him on. But this manager is playing him every fucking game, like we said he would, because he can't do anything else because he relies on him. And instead of allowing yourself, and this is why he's a coward and a bitch, because instead of allowing yourself to have a back two who are going to make mistakes, because one of them is fairly young still, and they haven't played together in the Prem. I think they played like one game together in the Prem. I don't care what they did in Ligue 1. In the Prem, they played one game together. Instead of allowing them to just make mistakes, same with these young players, instead of letting them make mistakes, you just want to go back to the old faith, which isn't faithful anymore.
I actually disagree with you on that point. For example, it does. I have a problem with him going forward, how slowly the build-up is, but I also have a problem with him when we are go up. For some reason, and I've got that point yesterday, I think was here when I said that he's the reason why we're trying to play off the back so constantly, even though we sometimes don't need to. He's the one that invites pressure to a deep line. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. I feel like when I say we can bring him on, I mean
control the game. I don't think he's inviting more pressure than controlling it.
But the thing, what we do in that situation is go to like a back five, because at times you go to a back five with 3 centre backs, and then that's mitigated because you will end up and naturally just dropping your line a bit in that situation. And obviously it depends on the team and it depends on the situation, right? But that's better than what we're doing at the moment. Because the thing that he's doing as well that's pissing me off this season, and he might have done it other seasons, but I've only noticed it this season. Even though he's 39, he keeps stepping up out of the defense. He keeps thinking he's got the pace of a 20-year-old. He keeps stepping out.
Hold on. Lewis, if you can find me a still picture of Chelsea when we conceded with that whole, what's his name? Chilwell, Hagen, and Horace, what's his name? The guy that scored against.
Second goal.
Yeah. This Jota. Find that still moment. I'll try to explain it better if you look at the picture. So I think what you just said is it's the tactic of the game. It doesn't matter who's the defender. It's by all pressing if they come in high. That's why, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's why we're playing. Like, remember when I used to be frustrated with he's at Real Madrid now, defender.
What, Rudiger?
Rudiger. When Rudiger sometimes charged and tackled in the mid, This is how I think the defensive work now. I've been addressing it. Not only Chelsea.
What moment do you want?
The Chilwell, that still picture with the Chilwell is.
So the moment where he's
when they're hugging each other. So what I'm trying to say is the way we play, the way we play in the center back positions. Do you know like why Chilwell doesn't go? No.
Go forward.
Yeah, this way. Like for example, when this is exactly the picture what I'm saying. So for example, when the opposition switches the field, did you notice there are fullbacks are actually closer to the center and not going wide?
I brought that up yesterday.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but it's not only us that doing it. All the teams are doing it. This is the new way of supposedly defending. I agree with it. The only difference I saw in the defense with Chelsea, it's the actual center backs. They are closer to each other than in the other teams. And I wonder if that's why Thiago Silva is there and them too close to Thiago Silva. For example, there's another game when we getting attacked on the left side when Badiashile got exposed on the left. I don't know by who, but Badiashile did not run towards the player. He ran to cover the ground closer to Thiago Silva. And I wonder if that's those three, when they become in the defensive stage, those three cover for specific player in that scenarios. You can play defense the way we play. It's just the center backs need to be a little bit more wider. That will make the fullbacks go stationary a little bit more wider. Do I make myself sense? Do I make sense or do I don't make sense?
So
Yo le regaño.
I don't fully understand.
So do you see as three center backs how we line that up now?
Yeah.
So for example, when we getting cooked in it, like when we getting pressed, our fullbacks are not as wide as they should be. Why Chilwell doing? This is not the only scenario that this has happened. Our wings are always, our fullbacks not always wide enough to defend. They're a little bit more tucked in. The reason why I think they're tucked in is because the center backs are too close to each other. And I think the reason why center backs are too close to each other is because Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Because the other teams, they defended the same way. They all defended the same way. That's the new way teams defending. They just slightly wider. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because
if the Chelsea unit, you see what I'm saying? The little bit, because if you will spread it, you will expose Thiago Silva wide open. So that's why centre backs are closer.
To do that throughout the game. The amount of times Nunes was one.
And then this is the thing, and I think this comes back to the overall point I made as well, where it's like, regardless of what happens in the game, and regardless of what the reasons are, and regardless of what else is happening, Thiago Silva has got to the point where he is now a liability for us. He is now in most games a liability because he's either too slow on the ball and invites pressure. He kills attacks because he's too slow on the ball. The tactics are relying on Silva. So apparently we couldn't play a high line, I thought, because of Silva. We played a high line against Liverpool and got cooked for it. I understand now why we did it.
I'm saying like you can. Sorry, Scott. You can go to any other frames when the Liverpool has the ball, and you can see our line, our defensive line. You can just scroll it back, and you will see a defensive line, like when we for example, you see how we have a ball. Look how close the three center backs to each other. This is not how the center backs are supposed to be. This is within possession. When we lose the possession, and Liverpool has it, those two center backs will actually get even closer.
That's another one. Fucking hell.
Like if you would have seen, if you will have something like you will see how close we tied in. And
let me
both
go
of them,
find one where Liverpool are attacking.
I'm just like trying to break up the difference. If I'm boring, you can tell me.
No. Like this is a good discussion. I'm just trying to find the right.
Tayo, I'm not saying Silva is the problem. I think the system, the way we defend, is the problem. I actually feel. Look how tight.
Yep. That's
Look,
just another.
this is exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying. Look how number 7, stay there. Where number 7 was wide open.
I was about to say that.
That's the one. That's the one in real time.
Because Disasi's tucked in as well. Because you've got 2 men.
Look how Disasi is close. Why is the 2 players defending 3? 3 players defending 2.
Also, 2-time Chelsea says it right. It looks like we're playing. It looks like we're playing a 3 at the back. Because you've got 3 defenders are marking 2 players. They're all marking 2 players.
And at the end of the day, the most threatening one is on the bottom of the screen screen, and he's wide open. Guess why? Because Mudryk ball watching, number 1. Number 2, Disasi, he's doing what he's told. This is the direction. This is not of his free will. Because if it was a free will, Thiago Silva was going to be marking 17. I was always told, you defend the player in front of you. If the player behind you, you can't defend him. You got no eyes in the back of your head. So that's what I'm saying. So, for example, in this situation, what Disasi, Badiashile is supposed to be in front of it, or they should switch. Thiago Silva should switch until I'm running with this one, you running with behind me. And you always see the player that you're supposed to cover. You do not lose the sight of the player you're supposed to cover. But they're supposed to talk to each other when that happens. And number 7, if you will go frame forward or backwards, you will see, I don't know if it's a frame, no, opposite way. One more click.
I think it's on the replay. I think you see it on the replay, like the wide angle.
I can just play a few seconds and bring it back. You want
this is this. Who's covering 7?
No one.
Didn't even see him in the frame before.
No,
he's they're isolated.
I know I'm not the football brilliant, but I know how to defend. And I notice those things when I'm watching the game. I notice those things that this is why I think, what's his name? Mudryk does not prefer to be by Pochettino. Mudryk is not he's brilliant one-on-one, but he's not doing this one. And he was doing it for the reason.
The thing is, though, this is
no. I'm saying Hold on a second. I'm saying this is the system we're playing. If we play in the system what it is, because it is a system. Mudryk is supposed to be here. This is his player, so he's not listening to Pochettino. But we getting beat by those kind of players all the time. So either they don't listen to Pochettino, or Pochettino need to address it and change the system, the way we defend.
The reason I said it's not just a Mudryk thing is because Sterling does the same thing. Sterling does the same thing. It's not even like it's a player issue. It's like you said, it's a Poch thing. Like it doesn't matter who plays there. Palmer does the same thing at times. Palmer's better at it because he does track back and move better, but he still has the
better players versus not better players. I agree. But all not doing it. Mudryk is horrible. Mudryk is horrible at it. Like he's even worse than Mudryk at it. Because this is what I'm saying. When I watched the replays recently of Mudryk, defensive, when you said wing back, I was gonna laugh, man. That guy is going to be penalty in the box and outside. The guy cannot control the ball, cannot control his feet when he's running forward. How do you think he's gonna control his feet when he's running backwards?
Oh boy,
that's true.
Okay, no, it's hopeless.
Very much true.
We can't ever do a high line with a pair of them again. You're asking for trouble.
I don't think it's a high line, man.
No, not even a high line.
I disagree. I think
it don't help.
I think in the game yesterday, I think in the game the other day it was a high. Like I think high line was one of the issues. I think it was a lot of issues with the back line, and the high line was one of them. Because this thing with Diaz, he should have scored that. Not shoot from there. He was playing like a crackhead. Like if that's a like a Isak, if that's a Wilson, if that's a Haaland, if that's like a Tony, they're running into the box and probably scoring, or at least getting a shot on target. because of that high line, because they get in behind. And they kept doing that. Nunez had Thiago Silva and Badiashile's number the entire game. And because it's Nunez, he's just a crackhead, decided to shoot from everywhere.
Scott, and this is why I bring, like I said, I'm always going to repeat myself, and I'm going to teach everybody. Listen, starting 11, don't be upset about starting 11. Be more upset how the manager addresses the game, because both of you see from the same view. So if the manager does not address it within the 90 minutes of the game, he does not address this issue. As a matter of fact, when he made the substitution, that thing is even being more open.
Yep.
That's when you're supposed to say, like, I don't care about the starting 11. You know how they train. I don't.
I didn't even complain about the starting 11, to be honest. Like, it made sense.
The starting 11 made sense with who was injured, but then you needed to change it in game to like go Gallagher up top, Palmer in the 10, because that made more sense. Go, change the centre back thing, drop the line, tell Enzo to stay back, and he made none of those changes until he took Caicedo off.
I actually think 4-3. This is people saying in the chat. Yes, just go 3 at the back. Why are you doing this?
We've been saying that like most of the season.
Yep.
Like the way our team is currently, especially with the injuries, it makes way more sense playing a 3 at the back system.
We've been stuck at this all season.
Yeah.
I just I don't know how people watching the game and thinking like they don't notice those kind of things. They don't notice those kind of things. If don't get me started on Caicedo and Enzo partnership, those like the freaking rapist partnership between the but that's how like they like at the freaking they like untouchable. Nobody sees them together.
See if I can find some frames of us in possession.
Oh, you should have to get that picture that you have. Like we bought, it's incredible that we bought Caicedo to make Enzo better, and instead of using them in a partnership with.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, let me see if I can find anything else of us in possession.
You can find those. You can find those things. Like look, I don't know how the distance is, but this looks like the high. There's a law you have that you're not allowed to be within that person within what's that law name?
The restraining order.
Restraining order. I swear, Caicedo and Enzo partnership, it's restraining order.
That's one frame I found. Enzo's the furthest forward.
Yep.
How does Caicedo supposed to direct the play from that?
He was making the run out of midfield.
Let me see what else.
By the way, that's the Caicedo. There was a moment when Caicedo pushed higher, and he was actually better. He was the one that makes those breaking line passes. Then Gallagher's supposed to be doing it.
That was another transition.
Same subject.
Oh God,
Sassy's all the way far back.
Yo,
set pieces. There's another one.
Is that Enzo on the ball now?
No, I think that's Chilwell.
No, it's a Chilwell.
Where's
Enzo in?
All the way up.
Finding Enzo, bruv.
Bro, he's above. Bro, look, Palmer's is deeper than
further
Enzo.
forward than he's further forward than Gallagher and Palmer.
Yeah.
What in the
What the fuck?
I think this is the time. I think there's a moment.
Enzo,
No. This is the game. This is I think this is the time of the game. Then Enzo actually got pissed at Chilwell for not passing to him because he was running. I think that there was a moment in the game when Enzo was running and pointing, and Chilwell runs with it, about to pass it, stops and pass it back. I don't know if it is exactly the moment, but there is a moment where when Enzo did this, and I wonder if this is the moment when Enzo was making run on the wide. What's his name?
we lost possession immediately.
Yeah,
of course we did.
That's when he passed it to him. That's when he passed it to him. That's what. Remember,
this is the Jota goal. Right? This is the Jota goal.
This is when he passed it to Jota instead of passing
forward. Goal. Yeah. Oh no, it's not the Jota goal.
No, this is the volley.
It was the Jota goal.
Let's see if he was trying to pass to Enzo.
Oh no, he's
No,
not
he
passing.
passed backwards. He passed.
That's
it
what
straight
I'm
to
saying. He
Pass it
was
backwards
running.
to Nunes, the fucking idiot.
Enzo is on top, man. Enzo is on top. He was making the run and points at the same time, and Chu will decide to pass it backwards. That's him. That's him.
Yeah, I think that might be the one you're talking about. Yeah, I'm just gonna check it real quick.
People need to watch the
Chilwell
game 2
passed
times.
it to Enzo. Enzo loses possession. Yeah, he doesn't.
By the way,
get out of
there's
the
not,
Chilwell.
there's not, how you said, exclude one person in this. The all shit. The whole team was shit.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not only Chilwell. It's not only that way. All shit that day.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was only Petrovic that start for anything.
Yeah, from those that started, it was literally Petrovic.
That's not. Still losing the ball heavy here. Where's one we're in possession? In possession in Liverpool's box. Oh, good luck. Yeah, good fucking luck with this one.
By the way, when Enzo played slightly deeper, the passes were spread it better. Quicker.
He's so much. We saw this last season. Like, all we asked, the only thing we asked from last season is to put someone next to him so he gets a little bit more freedom to go forward when he has the ball. Not to put him as the fucking striker and have him playing like Scott. Like, we just asked that you still keep him deep-ish. Just don't make him the primary
Scott, I think it's
in
the
that
problem
midfield
with the 10.
like you made Jorginho.
I think the
Like,
problem is with the 10, Scott. There's
another
nobody.
I agree. But that's Alex. That's why we need
Yeah,
Carney there, or we need Palmer there, or we need Nkunku there. Gallagher needs to get the fuck out this team. Because for me, he is.
I think that's the
and I'm not
moment
just
I'm
saying
talking
this,
about.
If
I
in
think
terms
that's
of
the moment.
players, if you ask me to pinpoint one player in this team as the biggest problem in this team, it's Gallagher. If I had to pick just one.
Why people ask Jeffrey Hunt? What is he saying?
Where's sorry,
it's
I just
something
got
about Israel or Palestine. One or the other. I've only
where's-
just scrolled up.
Where's the middle? Where is our players in the middle of the pitch? Where's our bro? Why is our number 10 at right back right now?
Look at all three on the right
What
here.
the fuck is this?
All four.
You know why is this? I can explain why is this. Because if you go backwards, that ball was actually on this side of the pitch. But since we don't have the player that can do one pass on our side, we roll back through the back line. And all the players not gonna shift that quick as they pass it on the ground on our side. So that ball was on the right. That's why Disasi is still. You see how high he is? At some point, the ball went to Thiago Silva, then it went to the Badia Shield, and then it went to where he is now.
I just seen as well from Simon Johnson, no talks begun over Silva's extension. Chelsea want to commit to faster, younger players at the back to help with Pochettino's pressing game. They're acting like it's such a burden so much. Why does he start every game?
Pressing game, you know.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, Daniel.
Big up, Daniel.
Yeah, big up.
Let's see if I can find another frame.
Bro, that's sorry. That just that picture there was insane. Got Enzo as
Yeah.
the striker, Palmer, Gallagher, and Madueke trying to occupy the same space on the pitch.
Some of the shit you see here. All right, Pochettino ball.
Bro,
There's
it's
another one.
Saturday
There's
League
another
level.
one.
Like some of the stuff I'm seeing. Like it's genuinely shit I'd expect to see on Saturday League with a bunch of fat, overweight, like drunks.
Yeah, but
who are playing
this
for,
is
like,
why
40.
this is why I'm asking. Where's your confidence of playing the championship? You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm asking about the.
Oh no, my
where do you
Alex,
get
my
your confidence from?
Alex,
Mine
my
would just be
confidence in that.
straight individuals.
Let me say, if we had Poch as our manager, I'd be less confident. My confidence comes in the
Ah,
players
I
we
see what
have.
you're saying.
Like we'd sack
Daniel,
Poch and get someone who knows.
let me ask this question to Daniel then. Daniel, I asked the guys a question. God forbid if we get relegated, do you expect Chelsea to get bounced back right after it? No, not expect. Do you think Chelsea is capable of bouncing right back up?
That's crazy. I mean, it's a loaded question, right? Because if they get relegated, that means they had fallen so badly mentally and just everything that they got. That I don't know if that same group will just come back up. I think they would want to leave or something, but I don't know. That's crazy. I don't think they will ever get relegated.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Like,
if they did, it would have
yeah.
to mean like they really just gave up and didn't give a shit.
No.
So,
I'm saying, like, do you think that, like, I just think that people misunderstand how championship is run differently than Premier League, how tough it is actually, based
Alex,
on how many games.
Leicester City got relegated. They're up 10
Yeah, so did
points.
West Ham. So did Newcastle.
We're not talking.
Newcastle,
I'm talking about Leicester.
Newcastle came straight back
West
up.
Ham is ass. Leicester has
No,
talent.
Newcastle
When you
didn't.
have talent,
Yes, they
you
did.
run the
Newcastle got
championship.
relegated, and literally the next season got first.
Yeah.
Like when you
but
have
here's the thing,
talent
though.
on your team, you
In
run
early
through
2000s,
that
we
league, bro.
didn't.
Here's the thing, though. When Leeds got relegated, they still had a lot of talent on their team. Sometimes, if your team is crumbling, if you're a top of the top team and you get relegated, a lot of shit has to have gone wrong that can't be fixed in one season for you. That's what I'm thinking. Like for you to get, for us to get relegated, mad shit needs to go wrong, and then you can't
do the rules. You talking about us getting relegated through those FFP shit? You're not talking about
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going
I'm
off
not
of.
saying FFP. I'm saying through the rules.
No, that's what he.
Also,
No,
Alex, Newcastle did. In 2016, they got relegated. 2016-17, they came straight back up first.
I'm talking about the early one before that.
Yeah, cool. And I'm talking about the one that was literally not even 10 years ago.
Well,
like they got relegated with Shearer as their manager.
Yeah,
and then came straight back.
Hold on a second. They just got up in 2016. Before that, they were in championship and they couldn't get up.
I don't care about no championship. I'm talking about if Chelsea got relegated because of FFP, we'll be right back.
Yeah, if it's because of FFP, yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's what he said. FFP.
If we get
that's why I said
relegated,
we'll literally be right back.
Why y'all let me?
Also, no, Alex,
if we get relegated
no,
the regular way, that means shit is like gone wrong, like massively. Like if you're losing all these games as a club like Chelsea to get relegated, we're fucked. We're not coming back in one year. There's no way.
By the way we played last season, that was kind of relegation form run.
Also, just to go back, Newcastle.
Yeah.
We got the 11 right, Alex.
Yeah. Go ahead, Scott.
Alex, by the way, Newcastle got relegated twice and came back up straight away first time.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, under
They
my
got
I thought they didn't.
No,
they got relegated in 2000. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
the
the early
relegated
one,
in
the first time.
2008-09.
Yeah, 9-10.
Yeah, they got relegated in 2008 and 2008, 2009. They got relegated, came straight back up next season, and then the same in 2015-16, and then 16-17.
I guess I'm wrong.
Back up.
Yes, I'm wrong.
It's all just depending on the situations and the players available. If you have to get rid of a lot or something, because I know the likes of Leeds stayed down for a while. Sunderland obviously went straight down again. So I mean, it is possible, but for a team of Chelsea now, we'll be fine.
I'm so happy my country is winning. Football, Nigeria.
Who made you Nigerian, man?
I am.
When did you get a passport?
When? Did I tell you that's my favorite country in Africa? I said it like when I first came on the streams, because for some reason I always get with Nigerians. Everywhere I go, Nigerians is the country that I meet people from Africa.
Yeah, but that's because we're everywhere.
Well, no. For some reason, no. For some reason, I don't meet a lot of other countries from Africa.
I'm trying to tell you why. That's why.
You ain't listening, because they can't get that paperwork as quick as Nigerians, man.
Oh, well, I don't know, but I respect that. So since I'm
I can go to Nigeria and get a death certificate for you right now.
Look at my skin. Look at my skin. Look at my skin. What do you think? How do you think I'm supposed to be like? Which country is supposed to be like? South Africa?
Yeah. Just kidding, yeah.
Makes more sense.
Well, technically, my mother-in-law, she's from Africa, because from South Africa. She was born there in a military base. Her father was the military, so she was born in South Africa, but she's pale as they can be.
Military doing what, huh?
What?
Hey yo, Daniel, you're insane.
We know what they was doing out there, man.
There was a military base. Yeah, if you want to see where's the military bases, just Google it. Way everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a few more briefings that also came out.
Yeah,
just from Pies. Chelsea like Boniface, Sesko, and Evan Ferguson. Osimhen's salary demands are more than the owners are willing to pay, so they would have to make an exception if they went.
Let's say that the only association I have with Nigeria is because I know more people from Nigeria, so that's why I pull them from Nigeria. If I knew somebody from other ones, I would.
I hear that.
Yeah,
we're probably going to win it though.
Just more names on the list.
Especially my favorite Chelsea. Especially my favorite player, Chelsea player was Mikel. Of course, I would. By the way, you know how many people make fun of me for liking Mikel?
Yeah, I mean, Mikel getting love is just a recent thing. Mikel didn't get love when he played for us.
Oh, I was getting so much shit. Oh my word, I was getting so much shit.
Imagine having a squad so good that you're looking at Obi Mikel like, I don't know about him.
Well, because the other players are always injured. People forget. No, Daniel. People forget how much. How first of all, Makalele wasn't at Chelsea for that long, because he was. But and then what's his name? Etienne was injured.
Yeah, no. Mikel got a lot of game time because of the injuries to the main starters, but he was never a main starter.
Yeah. For me, I'm not saying like for me the favorite thing about Mikel this is why I actually like him, is because of what he did at 2012 Champions League run. I think he was our actual most important player at that run. Nobody can prove me wrong. We played.
No. We can prove you wrong.
You can waffle it, but you're not gonna prove me. He's the one that actually because we played the lowest block of the low, and he was everywhere. If you play the way we played, you will see how much Mikel was running that defensive midfield. I mean, he was substantial.
I mean, you remember the run. Everybody was everywhere. Like, if Ivan didn't score in the Napoli game, we don't make it through. You saw what happened against Barcelona. Actually, you saw the first.
I'm talking about the first Championship League run, not the second one.
Yeah, the first Champions League run. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about when we are playing with against Barcelona, when we actually start to talk about Championship League reaching the any final or semi-final. I'm talking about the first leg with Barcelona to second one. That's the moment when Mikel became Mikel.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I really remember Mikel for the Champions League final. The Barcelona games, I remember. I think Ramirez had a better game in both games. He was incredible. He was incredible in both games.
Ramirez was
he had an assist. He had an assist in both.
You bring in assist. You see, Daniel, you keep forgetting who you're talking to.
And check
that he was everywhere.
I'm not going up forward. I'm talking about as a defensive structure of that system. Mikel was the most important one, and that's why I think I rate Mikel.
I rate Mikel too. I disagree with that, but I hear you.
No,
it's because I was never the person that likes defensive players a lot. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not.
No, even on the defensive end, like a lot of guys killed themselves. A lot of guys killed themselves during that run. Czech was the best keeper I've ever seen in my life during that run. There were saves that you wouldn't even, and it's not saves against bums. It's not like, oh yeah, it's a Newcastle random guy who's shooting against you. No, this is the best of the best that you're blocking against. This is Messi. This is Xavi. Yes, you're saving everything. You saved the penalty there. You saved the penalty against Robin. Like, and then come on, he was
Robin
on a
hit
different
the
level.
post.
he was gonna save it if it wasn't. He basically touched every single ball.
Messi hit the skies.
Out of fear, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. Memphis,
Yeah.
he tried it because he knew I gotta find a perfect spot.
He knew who was
This
in there.
motherfucker's keeping out everything. Yep, I agree with that.
What
He
Cole
was
was doing, Cole was doing on both legs against Messi. Niggas forget what individual battles people were winning. Listen, man, Lampard and that Xavi guy. This is why I wrote Xavi. You thought I forgot?
Look, I'm just saying.
I didn't forget, Xavi. Come outside.
It's my thing.
That's why he's getting fired right now.
You can troll me as much as you want. Like I will. Like I always like Mikel.
Yeah, I'm on to Xavi, man. Now I love Mikel. What do you mean? Like
I always
love
like Mikel.
I just like for me, there's like rankings of like DNs, right? Makalele, Essien are two at the top.
No. I'm not talking about most like the better ones.
I know what you're saying. I'm just giving you my
Yeah.
Makalele is at Maka, Essien, Matic, right? And then there's a little bit of a gap, and it's Diarra and it's Obi Mikel. But for me, my favorite is still Essien out of all of them.
Yeah.
Essien was my favorite.
Essien's my second favorite. Essien's my second favorite ever Chelsea player.
He could do if Essien never got injured, and that's where we talk about injuries and why I even rate other players more, because they had injuries to the world-class guys and they were still carrying it. You know what I'm saying? Like Essien is injured the whole season, so you have to play Obi Mikel, Raul Morales, like Essien in his prime. I don't know if people are too young to remember those games against Barcelona and some of those games in the Champions League, but like when you talk about power and technical ability, like that was the guy right there.
Look,
domination, man.
For example, I don't think I'm talking about the specific game time with that Champions League. Like as a low block, I don't think nobody could have done what Mikel done at that specific games.
Mikel didn't play when we played 09 Barcelona when we should have gone.
No, I'm talking about the final championship 2012.
We got more transfer news coming out on the day
Mudryk,
after
right?
deadline.
Mudryk, yeah.
Bayern Munich looked at Mudryk on loan.
Mudryk,
yeah,
of course they.
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
Fraud.
I too looked at Mudryk on loan.
Bro, I believe it though.
I don't believe it.
I said, listen, we can use him.
I looked at sell him. You talking about low? I was looking.
We can use him at right wing back. I said, bring him here, man.
I'm not going to be surprised if what's his name, Thiago Silva goes to Bayern after the summer.
Oh yeah, go
let him go.
And retire in peace.
No, I'm saying like if the Tuchel is still there, I just don't think Tuchel is going to be there by the end of the season.
Hell no.
No, if AC's on the cheap, I could see him go Bayern.
He's going to Brazil.
Also looking to sell and all of that, raise up a bit of funds.
Now bring AC back, man.
Yeah, this is. Oh yeah, please, captain, leader, legend, all of that.
Shall no one said anything?
Yeah, Bayern Munich looking at Mudryk.
Oh, what a goal!
Just to entertain this again, same energy as Badia Shield. Deadest transfer window on record, and they think to drop this now. Okay, sure, whatever.
I think Mudryk will cook in Germany.
You'd feel more comfortable there, that's for sure.
High line the whole league is playing. Bayern Munich. I'm not talking about Bayern Munich.
Wait.
I'm not talking about Bayern Munich. By the way, is anybody here Scott kind of like a losing signal sometimes?
No.
No,
be real, bro.
No, you just keep talking over him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
But we're talking about Munich that have attacking quality like Tell, who's better than Mudryk, Sane, Gnabry, even Choupo-Moting's better than him, Kane. What the fuck they want Mudryk for?
I just think it's a lie in the first place.
That's what
I'm saying. It's a nothing story.
Yeah, it's the same as the Badia Shield one. So please have.
I think Liverpool will use the Mudryk completely different way, and he will be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's how they play.
Like, to like hand the Gatorade and the fucking towels and
sweep things up.
Yeah, he ain't playing.
Orange slices at halftime.
Oh, so you don't think he's gonna be ever any decent player?
What by when? 25?
No, I'm not predicting win and what. I mean,
I
like
mean
25.
23. How long am I supposed to wait?
Okay, I mean, fairs. I just don't feel like.
I'm trying to think what player.
No.
I'm trying to think if there's a player that I like at age of
Only-
23. They wasn't
The
good.
only
And
player, the literally only player that comes to mind when I think about that is Salah. But like he had to go to a league and he had to be in a team that like was catered around him
and
getting
that's
to that, if that makes sense.
and that's why I bring my point. We're supposed to develop the player. He's not finished develop. If we develop him wrong, yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like if we're not developing, I mean, who knows?
I don't know how you.
By the way,
develop.
Jimmy, I swear, if you would have seen Salah at Chelsea playing, you would say the same
He was
shit.
garbage.
You would
Of course he
say.
did.
Why,
But,
why,
but
why,
hold
why
on.
if I would
Salah,
have, why would I not see it? What the fuck you think I didn't see?
Oh,
but Salah was here for Salah was here for what?
That left foot, he had 1 foot, just left foot. Right? He looked.
Did you ever think? No. I'm
like
saying,
what,
did you ever
played
think
like
Salah will
80
become
minutes?
Salah like at Chelsea when he saw him at Chelsea?
No, but
I didn't
remember
care
what I
when he
said
left.
yesterday, right?
That's
care
the
about
only
that.
thing giving me a bit of hope in Mudryk. Just that development ain't linear, and he might
You don't
get
plan
together.
based on the
As of
rarest
right now, he ain't
thing,
done
bro.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
care
but
when he
Lewis,
left.
by the same token, I'm also not pissed that we sold Salah. I'm not pissed that he's at Liverpool. I'm not pissed.
Yeah,
that
I'm not
he's
pissed.
not-
The only
I hear
one I
it.
was upset was
So
actually
even if
Rooney.
Mudryk leaves,
I
That's
thought
why I'm
Rooney
just
had been
nicely
good.
on the fence with this Mudryk situation. I hear
That's
both sides.
even if Mudryk
I hear
leaves and
both
becomes
sides.
that, cool. It doesn't mean anything because he didn't do it here, and I don't think he will do it here. Like, and that's why I say, like, he has to go to a team or go to into a league where it's going to suit him, and he can develop the stuff he can develop while also using his best attributes. Because that's what Salah did. Like Mudryk in the system and in this league, especially with how it is, he's not going to be able to use his speed to get in behind. He's not going to be able to, especially against low blocks. He's not going to be able to go up against guys 1v1 and try and work on his dribbling, especially in this system. Like, and there's only so long you can give. Actually, it doesn't say he's not the starter for us right now with who we have.
No,
So you
what
gotta
I'm
show
saying
stuff
is,
off the-
if we're not progressing him, sell him. I'm just not saying. I'm not saying that he will ever become like get rid of him.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty hard because you have to have a buyer.
We got him for 62, man. I think we can get it close to it.
You don't have the same pedigree as some of these other guys before he came to Chelsea. That's the whole thing with him. He doesn't have that pedigree where someone can say.
Actually, yeah, no. Maybe if you go to
Nah.
Arsenal and be like, "Hey, do you want to pretend you could turn a player from Chelsea?"
Yeah, because they did want him, so maybe that's the only.
That's
You
a
go
lot
back
to
to Arsenal.
challenge.
Yo, this is how many teams did we sell players and everybody thought that, like, especially we, like with Morata, with Kai Havertz, and
What
we
you have to
still got the
understand
money.
is these guys, all these guys that you want to mention, had a history before Chelsea. That these teams are looking back on and saying, if I can get him back to this history,
yes,
I can do this or I can do that. He never had
Okay,
that history.
I see your point.
Yeah,
never
he's got
shown
nothing
that.
to fall back on. He's got one
Yeah.
performance against Real Madrid.
Yeah, that's I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, but to be fair,
I
who
see
else
what-
can say they've been applauded off at the Bernabeu? Big CV.
He wasn't applauded up. Listen, I watched that. Okay, y'all
Oh, what,
gotta
he
stop
wasn't?
doing this. No, he
They were
wasn't,
chatting
bro.
shit. Oh,
He wasn't applauded up by the entire Bernabeu. He was applauded up by his own fans.
Also, even if he was, who cares?
Wow,
Like,
wow, this PR.
even if he was, who
Why
cares?
the hell would the whole Bernabeu applaud you
Oh,
when they've
fuck.
only given that to a select few who've actually destroyed them? Like, you have to, like, score a hat
That's
trick or
what I thought.
something.
I thought
They
Mudryk
ain't
must
gonna
have
give you.
battered them
He
for
didn't even
that.
score a goal.
Ugh.
But like, as I said, even if he did,
Last
who
point,
cares?
so
That's
for our
one.
wrap up, I'll go on another stream.
That's what I was saying. Even if he did, who cares? That's one game. It's like I've seen Tony Watt like dunk on dunk on Barcelona at one point. He's now playing in like the second division of Belgium or something. Like he's played in Belgium, the second division of Scotland. No one knows and no one cares who he is anymore. So
Who's
who
that
cares if
name?
you had one Tony Watt? Like if for Celtic, they're like, bro, they beat Barca like a few years ago, like 3-2 or something, and he scored the winner. No one cares.
So who the fuck is that, brother? I've never
Exactly.
heard of him still.
No, exactly. No one remembers who he is. So who
Fuck's
cares if
sake.
he got clapped off?
Right, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to be redirected to
Alrighty.
Football's 12-man podcast. I'm live with Dan Potts, Roms, and I think Footy Judge Mo. So look out. It's going to be a nice discussion. Big up, everybody. We will be back tomorrow for something, probably some sort of stream. Like and sub to all of the panel in the description. Everyone head over there now before the end of the stream. And big up